everyone. This is Amanda Anderson, and I just completed the MChart screening tool. I don't know if we can see it in the camera. With my brother's girlfriend for her child who is 3 years and 11 months old. It was an interesting experience to do this screening with the mother, because at first I think she didn't quite understand that it's just for a project for school, that I'm not actually trying to say that something was wrong with her child. But once we got past that hurdle, it was good. As I suspected, because I've interacted with the child, the score was 0, which means that she clearly passed. There are at least no developmental things that were screened by this test, and nor do I suspect that there are any. She's just the child I had access to or really the parent I had access to for this portion of the assignment. The only problem that we really had was with question 12, does your child get upset by everyday noises? And at first the answer was yes, then we were like, well, no, and then we went back to yes, sometimes. And so I went over and used the tool that they provide you with, so that you can kind of figure out exactly what it is that, through the flow chart, what answer you should give. And even though, yes, she gets upset with the vacuum cleaner and loud music and car horns, most typically she handles being upset calmly just by covering her ears or saying that she doesn't like the noise. So according to the flow chart, that meant that she was a pass. So we ended up marking no after giving it some thought and discussion. But everything else was fairly simple to come up with the answers. Some of the questions did seem to be a little silly, but again, I was dealing with a child on the older end, almost 4 years old. So, of course, this child has clearly done many of these things for many years, such as question 13, does your child walk? She's been walking for years, so for the parent answering that question seemed probably a little silly. But otherwise, it was a good experience, and I could see how these questions would definitely at least guide a conversation. I'm not sure that it would be all inclusive or by any means cover everything that could potentially point to a need for further testing, but it definitely starts a conversation, and I think that's an important part. Well, anyway, I have both my chart, and I'm probably going to also submit my flow chart for question 12, just because it was important to how I ended up doing the screening. But other than that, it, like I said, was very interesting. I look forward to hearing about everybody else's experiences. Hope everyone's having a good week.